Okay, so I'd like to show you how to create a watercolor snowman today. Actually using mixed media, using either oil pastels or crayons. I have crayons and a washable cool color of marker like blue, purple, in those families, or blue, blue violet. Anything in this family will work. So let's get started. I think today I'm going to make this into a snow globe. So I'm going to take a cup and trace it for, let's see, I need a pencil. Let me grab a pencil. Okay, so I'll take my pencil and I'm going to decide where I want the top of my snow globe on my white paper. And let's see, I'm going to drop it down just a little bit. I'm going to hold it with one hand and then trace the circle for my snow globe. Then I'm just going to draw the base. I'm going to have a diagonal and a diagonal, and I'm just going to make this a little fancy. Have it come down like this, and all those lines won't show because I'm going to color it. So here's our snow globe shape, and now to design my snowman in the snow globe. You could draw it first with pencil, or you could go straight with the crayon. Now, I'm going to use a white crayon for my coloring in of my snowman and for the details, but I am going to use my washable marker, and I like this brand. It really smears easily with the water. It looks really pretty. So I'll just show you how that works. All right, so to draw my snowman in the snow globe, I'm going to use circles. And I want mine right in the middle. So I'm going to start with a circle for the head. And then I'm going to have a middle circle here, draw, stop, pop. And then I'm going to have a circle on the base, a little bit bigger, more like an oval to hold my snowman up. Then I'm going to suggest a little bit of snow puddled up around of my snowman. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw the details of my snowman first. So I'm going to add a carrot nose with an orange crayon, pressing down hard. And then let's see, do I have black? I think I'm out of blacks. Oh, yep, here we go. So now I'm going to add 2 pieces of coal for the eyes, and I'm going to have a repetitive implied line for a smile of dots. And then I could add some buttons. I could add a black hat if I wanted to. I think I'm going to do something different though. So, but I am going to add like stick arms. So just use a little Y shape kind of for stick arms. So that's, let's see, I want another little branch right there. Okay, so there's my snowman details, and I would like to add a little snow hat to the top. Instead of it being black, I'm going to have it be kind of this purple color. Add a little pom-pom on top. I could add a scarf to match. Just put a circle and a line here. And then maybe it's flying in the wind. And then down here. Press down hard with your crayons though to make sure this watercolor technique resists. And I'll talk to you about what that means in just a moment. Now we're going to take our white crayon and really color in the areas that we want to stay white. You don't have to be real careful about going around your details that you've already colored because they're there and it will not smear if you're using crayon. Now, if you're using oil pastels, it will smear. So you would start with the white first. But I am using crayons, and I'm pressing down pretty hard. You want to be able to see a waxy color and kind of feel it where you want the snow to stay white. Go over it really good. And I'm gonna make some little circles in the background, like they're falling. Okay, now for more marker. Okay, I'm just going to trace my circle. Move this out of the way. Right here. And then I'm just going to start with some wind lines. Just a few lines. You don't have to color it in all the way. I'm not going to draw over my snowman. I'm just going to add some dashes of color because we are going to wet this and it's going to turn into watercolor paint. Now for the base, I forgot about that. I'm just going to, you know what? I'm going to put the new year here. It's 2021. And I'm going to trace over my lines. Because when this is dry, you can cut this out if you wanted to. And I think that I will use some yellow. Just give it a light color. You don't have to put a date. You could just color this. It's up to you. Okay, now we're ready for the water technique. Now, if you have a paintbrush at home, you'll need just a little bit of water, but you don't have to use a paintbrush. You could use a Q-tip or a little piece of cotton ball. Here's my cotton ball. Just to smear some water. You could even use a paper towel. I'm going to wet my paintbrush and just start wiggling over my marker, and you can see the marker is loosening up, turning into a value, and look at what's happening. Wherever I put white crayon, it is resisting the water. Resist means to push away, and that wax is pushing the water away and keeping it. Look, I can go over my snowman and that wax just resists it, pushes it away. You can loosen up those lines, makes it look really pretty. And there you go. When this is dry, you can cut it out. I'd like to show you now how to create a snowman in a landscape. I'm showing foreground, middle ground, and background using some simple trees with crayon, using two different values of green, and add my details with crayon, then going back with my marker, turning it into watercolor, and there you go.